Hey everyone, this is Be Divine. As you go through your spiritual journey, you are going to come across so many things that are not easy to navigate if you don't know how. You're going to come across situations with people where you see the light, right? You finally see things for how they are. You finally see how you've been treated and what you've accepted in your life. So many people who come for healing sessions with me, I go through a consultation with you of what it is that's at the root. Now, the root problem with most people is fear. And through fear, they allow a lot of behaviors. Through having that fear, they have a lack of confidence, right? They have unhealed things in their reality all of the time that amplify a worthlessness energy. So as you're moving through the journey, you can't expect to have yourself clear and bright and perfect and know exactly what you're doing if you've never done it before. If you haven't awoken or woke up to all that you are as a sovereign being of light, if you doubt yourself, if you fear what other people think of you, right? And let's just say you're not on a spiritual journey per se, but you're trying to improve yourself. You're having a positive mental attitude. You're trying to do something in your life that is worthwhile to you, okay? It doesn't matter what it is that you're trying to evolve into. There's always going to be people who don't like it, who want you to go this way, who are distracting you like this with all of their bull crap and their bad intentions and all their lack of support, which just further, if you're not healed, it just further makes you feel like, what's the point? I might as well stay exactly where I am. Okay? So the energy of your journey is going to revolve around whether you are in your sovereignty. When you're in your sovereignty, you have command over energy. You start to accept that you're an ancient being. You start to accept that your role is not about making other people feel comfortable. It's not about healing everybody. It's not about fixing everything and pleasing everybody and being popular or all of that stuff. The role is about being the message. Okay, being the healing, being the transmission, and not caring what anybody thinks. And so on your journey, you're going to have times where you are challenged with that your inner self is crying out for support and you don't seem to get it with people around you. A true friend, okay, can disguise themselves in a little bit of a way. Because a true friend doesn't always have to contact you all of the time or, support you and cheer you on all of the time. But a true friend is there to listen to you, okay, and support your growth. So, I have friends where I might go a year or two where I don't talk to them. Some of them I haven't talked to for about 15 years, but I know that I can pick up the phone and it's going to pick up where we left off. Now that's because those people, those friends have no judgment towards what I'm doing or me, right? And the same goes for them. So when they're asking for something, they're listening to the advice. And if I'm asking for something or I'm telling them something exciting about me, they actually answer it with positive words. So you may find that your friends don't do that for you, where you're always helping them out of their dilemmas and their dramas and their issues, but when you have something happen for you, they don't even acknowledge it. They're not listening. Now they might be a good person in a sense where, there's nothing, they're not evil, they're just self-centered. Okay? Many people who come into the spiritual realms and they're trying to better themselves, your least support are going to be people like that because they're all about themselves. And they're about themselves in a selfish way. They're not even about their sovereignty or their mastery, because that comes from a caring place, right? That comes from progress. It comes from evolving. It comes from lifting yourself into these new areas of your life that are challenging, right? And massive amounts of information, and it can be fearful at times. And so if you have someone who's just like talking about the price of something, or complaining about their partner, or complaining about other people online, or whatever, that's the sort of energy that they're stuck in, a cycle of that. And when you're in your sovereignty, when you're truly in your sovereignty, you don't have any time for any of it. And it's not because you're being selfish or mean, but you're choosing very, very strong boundaries, right? Now, this may be the first time in your life that you are choosing yourself, okay? And that is okay. And on this journey, as you start to unravel all the aspects of who you are and get rid of the old attitudes and defenses and criticisms and fears of yourself, you're going to be challenged in that as you go ahead. So all of a sudden someone might throw something at you, and in the past you might have gone, oh my God, how can you say that, right? And defend yourself like, and then there comes a point where you're like, I'm not even giving that my time or my energy anymore. What is the point? Because the more defensive you are about yourself and about your life and about your situation, okay, the more other people will think that what they're saying is true. Like they're getting to you, they're getting under your skin. So it's, you're always balancing yourself, and that's okay. But one thing is for sure, if you don't have friends and you don't have family and you don't have a partner and you don't have children to support you, or you don't have any of that, you still are never alone. And in fact, your actual role on this planet as a person who is a messenger, you're being the message, you're being the transmission, you're being the healing, just because you are who you are. Right? You're awakening the ancient self, and you're trusting in that. And I am telling you that as you do this, and as you rise above challenges, and as you start to work out all the little parts and pieces of yourself, okay, you start to step into that sovereign energy. Nothing can stop you except for yourself. And in fact, that's always true anyway. But as humans, we like to know that people have got our back. But Spirit always has your back. The universe always has your back. And if you have to filter out people from your life who don't, that's okay. Because that means that eventually you'll be given that space to work on yourself, and you'll be placed in the right energy to meet people who are exactly in the same wavelength as you. Your spiritual journey does not have to be hard. The life journey that you're going through does not have to be hard, but we can entangle it further and further and further by trying to come up with a solution to a problem in our own brain all of the time. And that just creates more and more and more additional thinking. It's never going to create a solution for you. You have to surrender. Like, this is what's going on, Spirit. I'm willing to let it go. Show me that you're listening to me. Start accepting your own inner power. I have many free resources for all of you. And if you go to my YouTube channel, Divine Miracles with Be Divine, you will see so many videos, almost 5,000 videos on there where I'm helping you, okay, get past all of this, activate the ancient self, activate the inner self, the higher self, and stop the cycles that are pulling you apart. I'm sending you all many, many blessings. Bye for now.